What's up, guys? This is Tim Ernst with turnaroundfitness.com, and today, as you looked at the title, Rich Piana's Does Cardio Build Muscle? So there's been a lot of debates about this that I've been seeing on his YouTube channel, whether cardio builds muscle or not, and I've been kind of going back and forth with people, and I'm just amazed at how many people actually believe that cardio builds muscle. I want you to really stop and think about this and use common sense, okay? When you're in a caloric surplus, that tends to build muscle. When you do cardio, you're burning calories. So if it takes you being in a caloric surplus to build muscle, then how can you build muscle doing cardio when you're burning calories? Make sense? I mean, really stop and think about that, guys. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Science backs it up, and you don't even need science to figure that out. Cardio burns calories, okay? You need calories to build muscle. However, what I will say about cardio is that a lot of guys, when they're bulking, they'll implement cardio to keep their fat under control, okay? If they didn't do any cardio, they would probably gain excess fat that they don't necessarily want. So that is the reason why you want to implement cardio, is that when you're in such a caloric surplus, you want to keep your fat levels under control, so that's why you throw in cardio. Now, of course, there's big debates, is it long and slow boring cardio? Is it interval training? What's going to burn fat faster? What's going to maintain muscle mass? And I was doing a little bit of research just to see what the science said about that. So I'm going to take you to this page right here, guys, and I found this page. It's on bodybuilding.com here. And there's actually a scientist at Tampa, actually, right here in my hometown. It's by Jacob Wilson. And there's a lot of debates. And one of the things I wanted to point out here is that when you're doing cardio, it actually affects strength gains. Now, in order to build muscle, you need to get stronger, and you need to have some type of progressive overload built into your program. If you're not progressing and there's no progressive overload built into your program, then you're not going to gain strength, therefore you're not going to build more muscle. So if you come to this article, if you just come right here, it just says right here. So it says strength gains were cut in half when cardio was added to weightlifting. Okay, so you got to figure out what goal you want to do. Do you want to lose fat or do you want to build muscle? And if you want to build muscle, there's going to be very specific types of cardio that you can do to keep fat level under control. It's not going to build muscle. It's going to keep your fat levels under control when you're bulking. Because if you're bulking, you tend to gain a little more fat. If you don't do any cardio, you're going to gain even more fat. So just come to this article here. There's some more things. It talks about, either cardio or cycling. They said that cycling was actually better than doing cardio, but there's one more that's actually better than that. If you come right here, just to put it all together, I want to make this video very short. I don't want to make it too long. But when you put it all together here, I'm just going to go ahead and just read this section right here. Okay, now many of you are starting to think right now, if this is true, then why do so many bodybuilders have success with long duration intensity cardio? It seems to work for them, right? I mean, you do see a lot of those guys doing a lot of the stair steppers and those kind of things. His reply is, the question is not whether long duration cardio can help lose fat. It can, but rather what you as an athlete need to do in order to optimize your training and reach your goals as efficiently as possible. In this case, the research is clear. High intensity sprinting leads to greater fat loss than low intensity, which we've been seeing a lot of guys will do cycling, slow, boring cardio. And here's the kicker, while also maintaining and possibly increasing muscle mass. So it's not even definite that you're going to gain muscle mass. It's saying you possibly could, but the main focus is fat loss. All you have to do is look at the pictures between a long distance runner and a short distance runner. You'll see that the short distance runner has a lot more muscle mass than the long distance runner. I'll put a picture up here somewhere where you guys can see the difference. Now, one of the guys may have been lifting weights, whereas the other one wasn't. That's irrelevant, but if you look at all the short distance runners, a lot of them have a lot more muscle mass than long distance runners. So I wanted to show you guys this article. Cardio does not build muscle. It's used for fat loss. Okay, that's what it's used for. It's used for burning calories. And if you want to take it a step further, If you didn't know, I'm actually on the Del Monte Pro team, and I was able to lose fat, about 22 pounds in about 12 weeks. And I can show you some pictures here of my before and after pictures. And here's one here where it was actually done in like 16 weeks. And it's just a case study here where I went from like, I was actually, 212, and then I got to 190 here on the right. And then another picture that I'll show you here where it shows my actual progress from week 1 to week 6 to week 12 to week 18. Excuse me, it was actually 18 weeks. So you can see the progression of the different weeks in this transformation program that I went through. And here's the guys. I mean, he only picked 12 guys, so here's all 12. I'm actually right here, all the way to the right here. And that's me, and I actually lost 22 pounds again. So you can see all the before and after pictures of all the guys. A lot of them didn't really have muscle mass, but they gained muscle. I actually was able to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. So, and here's actually another picture of us here. I'm like right here, off to the right here. And this is the whole team, so we were all able to transform our bodies in a very short amount of time. But anyway, that's beside the point. If you really, really want to get ripped and at least maintain muscle mass, I would suggest doing Wingates. I don't know if you're familiar with Wingates, but Wingates are phenomenal for increasing power input. In fact, on the Vince Del Monte Pro team, we actually, all 12 of us got to participate in just one round of Wingates. And let me tell you, I've never done Wingates, but all I did was one interval, but most guys will do 5 to 10, but they just wanted to give us a taste of what this is. So a lot of gyms don't have Wingates. It's basically like cycling, but what they do is that they add a ton of resistance. Well, first, let me back up. You're going to pedal for about 20 seconds, just moderate speed, and then they drop the hammer, and it increases the intensity like tenfold. And they want to see how much power you have to pedal through that resistance. That's going to give them an idea of what your power input is. So I came in second place out of all 12 guys, and I'm going to go ahead and show you a video of me doing that Wingate right here.
Break the grand. Let's get over a grand here. Let's get a Gino. Let's go. Yeah, the big ride for the Gino. The 1,000 is, that looks like you want to go over 1,000. Yeah, I'll go again. Yeah, everyone wants to go again now. Yeah, hockey guys, they're born for this. Here we go. 30 seconds all out, like all quads, like those guys.
Let's go, come on!
Hurry up! Yep. Go, Tim.
Right, here we go. Let's go.
Come on, Tim, drop the hammer, man. Harder, harder, Tim. Pick it up. Let's go, Tim. Peak power, buddy. Peak power. Let's go.
Couple seconds. That's it. Let's go. Hammer.
Peak power, 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 power. Power, power. Let's go, man.
Now it starts. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Home stretch.
You gotta push. You gotta push.
Fight it.
Harder, Tim. Harder. Don't give up.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Go, 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 go.
One.
Wow. 955. Cool. There you go. Standards have been set. 58.9. Good job, man. Yeah, it's respectable if you're dropping off if you have a high peak.
All right, guys, as you saw that video, I mean, it was just increasing pain, and you didn't get to see the aftermath, but as I walked away, my legs were swelling like you would not believe. I have never experienced lactic acid like that in my life. So one thing you can mimic in the gym to do a Wingate is that when you're pedaling really fast, just go ahead and increase the intensity or the resistance, and then do intervals, do 5 intervals just to start off, and that's going to help you guys lose fat and possibly maintain, maybe build muscle. But again, like we said, you're going to be burning a ton of calories on Wingates, so it's going to be very difficult to build muscle mass. So guys, I just wanted to just go through that with you guys because, I mean, the science shows it. I just don't understand the logic of people of thinking that doing cardio is going to build muscle. I mean, cardio is designed to burn calories, but in order to build muscle, you have to increase calories. So you're kind of like working against yourself. All cardio is for is to maintain those, or actually to keep fat under control while you're bulking. Because if you don't do cardio and you're bulking, you're probably going to gain excess fat. So I just wanted to run that with you guys. Make sure, I don't know, I'll probably post the link in the description to that study. There's many other studies out there, guys. But make sure, guys, when you're watching a lot of these videos on YouTube, make sure to really do your research, and then really just use common sense. I mean, use common sense. I mean, cardio is not going to, do anything but burn calories. So that's all I got to say, guys. I know a lot of guys are following Rich and a lot of his methods, but the thing you got to understand is that, he's on a lot of gear, if you know what I mean, and he's able to train differently than natural guys. I mean, the training for natural guys is going to be totally different than guys who are on gear. I mean, they can get away with working one body part a week. Natural guys tend to, I know me being natural, I work the same body part every 3 days, and there's a reason for that. Guys who are on gear, their protein synthesis is elevated 24 hours, 7 days a week. So they can split their body parts once a week. If they do chest on Monday, they don't have to train chest again until the following Monday, okay? But for us natural guys, we need to train it within between 48 to 72 hours. Why? Because for a natural guy, after 72 hours, our protein synthesis starts to decline. So before it starts to decline, you want to hit that muscle group again. So if you're training chest on Monday, you're going to want to train it again on Wednesday or Thursday. And you want to do that for all the muscle groups. I actually have my own program, 180 Muscle, that does exactly that. You train the same body part, each body part, twice a week. It's only 4 days a week that you train, so it's 4 45-minute workouts, which equals 180 minutes. That's where I got the term 180 muscle. And you're also working opposing muscle groups, so that's the other reason why I called it 180 muscle, because 180 muscle means to work in reverse. So make sure, guys, I'll post a link to that program in the description. But that's all I want to say, guys. Just be careful what you're looking at on YouTube. Just remember, if you're natural, a lot of the workouts and methods aren't necessarily going to work for you if you're following someone who's on a lot of gear. So that's all I got to say, guys. Again, this is Tim Ernst with turnaroundfitness.com. And remember to train hard, eat smart, and pursue your dreams.